Hello, let's play a bunch of New York Times games, but first we reveal our dad joke of the day and this day in history. What has more lives than a cat? A frog, because it croaks every night. Oops, all right. And on January 30th, 1972, Bloody Sunday occurs in Northern Ireland. On January 30th, 1972, in Londonderry, Northern Ireland, 13 unarmed civil rights demonstrators were shot dead by British Army paratroopers in an event known as Bloody Sunday. The protesters, all Northern Catholics, were marching in protest to the British policy of internment of suspected Irish nationalists. British authorities had banned the march and sent troops to confront the demonstrators when it went ahead. The soldiers fired indiscriminately into the crowd of protesters, killing 13 and wounding 17. The killings brought worldwide attention to the crisis in Northern Ireland and sparked protests all across Ireland. In Dublin, the capital of independent Ireland, outraged Irish citizens lit the British embassy aflame on February 2nd. A public inquiry was released in June 2010, which concluded that the British paratroopers were not justified in the shooting and that they also concocted lies in an attempt at a cover-up. I think everyone knew that there was no justification. I don't know why it took till 2010 to decide that. All right, anyway. Well, I would like to thank the following members for starting a new month. We've got Kelly Santini, Ole Petter Olsen, Rosa, Stum, The Raz Effect, and Zoran Dobson. Thank you for your continued support. All right, well, let's start with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got minute or minute, tape, area, compact or compact, pocket, comb, poker, sticker, patch, band-aid, nail file, lint roller, upper, cluster, helping, and tweezers. I mean, it feels like tweezers and nail file and comb could be personal grooming devices. A compact, it can be a little mirror, a little makeup mirror. So I suppose that this could be like a grooming kit. Is there anything else that might go in a grooming kit? I'm not sure. Let's circle this. It's not purple. I'm wearing purple today, so we are going to try to get purple first. At best, this would be what, like green, like at the most difficult. So it's not really difficulty. It's it's a type of connection essentially. Are we like synonyms or are we use the letters from yellow to purple? Anyway, this could be minute and pocket would both mean small. Tape and band-aid are both kind of the sticky things, things with sticky parts. A lint roller is sticky. Area, minute, pocket, poker, helping. Okay, these are sticky things that stick. I don't know if that's blue or not, but I'm gonna mark it blue temporarily, at least. We'll figure out the colors for real once we know all the categories. I just like to try to guess ahead of time. It's kind of fun. Cluster and area and patch. I'll feel like just kind of an area. I don't know what other word to use. We have poker, pocket, minute. Poker makes me think poker chip, like if we're doing fill in the blank. I don't know. Is there another thing? Maybe one of these that I already circled? No. Area, cluster, patch. I don't think upper works. Upper definitely feels like fill in the blank fodder though. Like you could do upper anything. Upper blank should have a lot of options. So helping hand. Oh yeah, hand. Yeah. Okay, so it's blank hand, upper hand, helping hand, poker hand, and minute hand on a clock. So this is purple, and I'm not gonna quite lock it in yet because I'm just gonna double check that the other category makes sense since we already kind of have it. So it's going to be pocket, patch, cluster, and area. Yeah, like a pocket of, you can say a pocket, like a pocket of air would be a volume of air. So I think pocket can be used that way. These are synonyms, so I think those are yellow. So let's just mark that yellow. And I think I probably got these right. It's possible that blue and green are swapped. Oops, I didn't mean to make that green. I meant to make that yellow. All right, yellow, 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 and yellow. Okay, so I think this is the solve. Now the question is, are the colors right? But let's just get purple first. There we go, blank hand, I was right. So we lost one of each color here. The purple ones are actually supposed to be a different color. Now, do I think that blue is the sticky things, or do I think that blue is the kit? I think things that stick, if it's a things that's very much a blue category. So Band-Aid, lint roller, sticker, and tape are all sticky. Things that stick. Let's see if that's blue. That is blue. Things with adhesive surfaces. All right, I don't need my colors anymore. So now green, I think that the generally synonyms end up yellow. So I think green is going to be our comb, compact, nail file, and tweezers. I hope that's green. It is grooming items. All right. So I got the reverse rainbow today. What are they going to put here? Region. Okay, yeah, just a fifth synonym. All right, nice. Reverse rainbow didn't take too much there. I think probably the hardest part of this puzzle is pronouncing this as compact. There's really not much more to it. There's a few things where you have to recognize, like another like definition number 2 or 3 in the dictionary, right? Not the first definition, not the most common use of the word. Blank hand felt important to find as well. I don't know how hard that is to like helping. Like what else is helping going to be? Helping hand, right? Anyway, so all of that to say difficulty 2 out of 5, maybe. I think we're going to have like an 80% solve rate. Let's see. I could be way off. Sometimes I am. Okay, so this is giving away the grooming items, the yellow. But it has tape pictured there, which does not go with the grooming items. They gave it 2 out of 5 as well. All right, so they agree with me. Let's see if the bot agrees with me. 73. I said 80. It's still a 2 out of 5. Maybe this will improve as when we get towards a million games. I don't know. I don't know if this is the type of puzzle that would improve that way. Hard to say. Uniqueness was 1 in 131 for reverse rainbow. That's pretty common for a reverse rainbow. All right. I've seen reverse rainbows that are in the 400s. Anyway, people are generally getting green first. I think that is what I saw first. Yellow is actually the hardest to find and avoid. And I think it probably has to do with pocket being difficult to think of that definition of pocket. All right. We get blue. It seems like purple and yellow are about equal. Second, people are getting blue second. Yeah, I mean, it's basically the order that I found them. It's just I didn't lock them in that way. So people who lost just really lost. They might have gotten green. All right. So, yeah, so we got 11% getting nothing, 7% only green, 4% green and blue, 2% blue, 1% yellow. Okay. So, yeah, I think some people just struggled to get started on the puzzle. I don't know if there's a chasing of a one away that's happening, like maybe with yellow or maybe with green. I'm not sure. Okay. So there is a little bit of one aways going on here. So we've got patch in with adhesives. I suppose that works. Yeah, like if you think about like a cigarette patch or something. I guess a nicotine patch. 57% of people thought a patch belonged in blue, and I think that's, yeah. I think I just knew that patch went with yellow at the time. I'm not actually sure, or maybe I got lucky. Putting lint roller in with grooming. Yeah, I mean, I suppose so. Putting Band-Aid in with grooming. So this would be more like, yeah, purse essentials. That makes sense. Like you have a kit that you get with useful things in it. Compact for a region. I don't know about that. But this is what I was talking about of not seeing what even was it? I can't remember. Not seeing pocket as yellow. I did say that could happen. So just trying to find something for that. More first aid kit stuff. So yeah, there was definitely like a first aid kit red herring that you could chase a little bit. People locking in first, green, blue with patch instead of with lint roller. And then correct blue. So it's actually much, much more common to lock in blue with patch first rather than blue correctly. And then we've got green with lint roller. And then we got purple. And then we've got green with Band-Aid. And then we've got yellow. Interesting. Yellow first, extremely rare. For yellow, especially. All right. Well, how'd you do? Hello, let's do pips for Friday, January 30th. We'll start with the easy, then do the medium and hard. All right, this has to be a double. So the 1-1's the only choice. And then now we need a 1-2 or a 1-3 to go. Well, neither of them go that way, so it's going to go down. This uses our blank, and it can't go down because we don't have a 1-6. So the blank 6 goes there. Now this uses a 1. What do I have 3 of? I have 3 2s. So this is going to be the 1-2. This is going to be 2-5. This is going to be 2-3, and this is going to be 1-3. Okay. Kind of delayed picking this one to see what other force moves there were, and it seemed to work out. All right, let's do the medium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the not equal. There are 7 possible ends, 0 through 6. Now, do we have all of those? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't have any 6s. So this has 1 of each. Are there any that we only have 1 of? We got a lot of doubles. Doubles do tend to go in not equalses. Like poke into them. I think it might benefit us to draw where our dominoes go. No, maybe not that. So yeah, I don't know which way. Do we have it? We have plenty of doubles to go up there. So let's hold off on that. Okay. I think I need to do an accounting here. So we only have 1, 2. So this 2 has to end up in our not equal. The 1, 1 has to end up poking into the not equal. The 3, 3 has to poke into the not equal. And so the blank blank does not have to. So this is possible. And then I would need a domino that adds to 3, which I don't. Oh, I do have. But the problem is now I don't have a blank to poke into the not equal. So I don't think it's possible to do a double here, because this would have to add to 3. Yeah. And if I use a double 1, I now don't have a 1 for the not equal. If I use a double 3, actually, could I use a double 3? No, again, that uses, oh wait. Oh, I could use this double 3 and this blank 3. And then I still have a 5, 3. So maybe something like 1, 1 here. Everything's got 5 still. I don't have a 6. No, this just doesn't work. The blank blank has nowhere to go. Okay. Yeah, it seemed unlikely, but I thought I'd rule it out. Okay, so this is the medium. Let's not think so hard about this, shall we? Let's have various things. So I think I've proven that we have to do this, and I think we'll draw that out. So I've got to use this 4 in there, in this 2. So I have a 4, 5, and a 5, 2. So would I want to do something along the lines of this? Actually, but we can figure out how we're adding to 6. I think that might help, because we can't use the 1. The 1, 1, sorry. I think we could do 1, 5 if we do this. Actually, I think that's what happens. I think that's got to be it. We're going to throw out one of our 5s, probably the 5, 3. We want to reduce how many end up in this not equal. Okay. And now I have a 3, 3 that could go here. The 3 blank, no, then I only have 3 blank left for the 3. Maybe I should think about how I'm adding to 3. If I use the 1, 1 here, the only way to add to 3 is blank 3. Shoot. I'm confusing myself. There must be an in here that I haven't thought about yet. But maybe this isn't 1, 1 then. So maybe I need to ask, how do I add to 3? Maybe that's the first question. Blank 3, I just don't think works, does it? Well, what if I did a blank blank here? And then a 3, 3 here. No, a 3, 3 here would then, I guess I could do 3, 5 down. This is technically possible, but I think it's probably going to break somewhere. How am I adding to 6? Maybe the 4, 5. No, I already have a 5 in there now. 4, 2, 1, 5. So I could still put the 1, 1 here. And then I would need this 5 to go up. No, because the two and the 4 need to poke into here. All right, yeah, I don't think that's it. I think we need to use the 1, 1 poking in here to add to 3. No, I can't do 1, 2 because the 2 needs to go in the not equal. Sorry, there's only 2 ways to add to 3, 1, 2, and 0, 3. Have I considered whether this... I just don't think this is possible because we don't have a double that can go here. Do we... Let me erase this. I'm really confusing myself here. There's an obvious case I'm missing. I need the blank blank and the 1, 1 to poke into here. Maybe I should circle the ones that must intersect this cage. So the 1, 1 must, the 5, 2 must, and the 5, 4 must. And I don't know if the 3, 3 must, but the blank blank must. If no, it doesn't must. It doesn't must. It doesn't have to, because we could poke that one in. So these from the start, these 3 definitely poke in or exist fully within this not equal in order to give a 4, a 2, and a 1. Now, with that said, it looks like in this case, the blank blank can't go here, so it would be the 3, 3. So let's see if we can build off of this at all. Here's the issue. I can't put a double here. So it would introduce a 5. 5, 4, 5, 2. Is that okay? But this would also be a double, which would also introduce a 5. Okay, so that's no good. So I've proven this doesn't work. 1, 1's not fully within. I don't know if 5, 4, and 5, 2 are fully within or not. They're just not both fully within. So I think I have proven that this is how the dominoes go, and I just haven't found what to do here. So which one pokes in from the 3? I think it's got to be the 1, 1. No, we don't have a 2 to use. So is it blank 3 or 3? 3. 3, 5. 5, 2. Something like this. How am I adding to 6? I don't have a 5 left to add to 6 with 1. I can't use the 3. You know, this already doesn't work. Is it the 5, 2 then? No, I can't do 2, 4 in the 6. The 6 can't be 3, 3. Can it? The 6 can be 3, 3. But that messes up this 3. I'm like stuck on this. I must be missing. Okay, so I got to consider that the 6 is going to be... Okay, let's disprove 3, 3. So something like 3 blank coming in here. And then we throw out the 3, 5, maybe? We could also throw out the 3, 3. When I say throw out, I mean this doesn't involve itself in any other clues. So how am I adding to 3 now? I still have... I'm going to need a 3 coming into this not equal. Just double checking, yeah. So the only 3 I have left that can go in, it would be this. But I also need a blank going in, and this is the only blank left that can go in. And that would be this. And now I don't have a way to add to 3. Okay, so maybe we put it this way. The 3 is always blank 3. The 3 is always blank 3. So that uses up one of our 3s. And so then if I use up 2 more 3s on the 6, I'm going to have a tough time getting a 3 in the not equal. I don't know. That's not quite good enough, is it? Well, how am I doing blank 3 here then? 3, 3. blank 3, 3, 5. We do have to get a 5 in here. But I feel like this domino is going to give the 5. I feel like, yeah, we don't have a choice. Unless this domino is blank 3. Then we would... No, that doesn't work. I don't have anywhere to put this guy for the 3 over here. So I think that this gives the 5. 5-4 or 5-2. I don't know if it matters which one. I just get the feeling that this is what we do here. So blank 3, 3, 3. Oh no, I can't do the 3, 5. I'm stuck. There's got to be something I'm not thinking about. It can't be 1, 2. The 2 has to end up in here. And the 1 ends up in here. So, okay. Let's think about this 6. It's probably not 3, 3. I think I tried it already. So the only other option is 1, 5. 2, 4 doesn't work. We have a 2 and a 4, but they both have to end up in a not equal. So I think the 1, 1 is forced here. And then we're putting a 5 here. I don't know which one. But not this one or this one. So actually it's the 5, 3. Okay. So that's forced. And now I need a 0, 3 in here. The only way to do it is this, and then that breaks this equal. Almost feels like I don't have enough dominoes. Like, well, at this point, I don't need a 4 anywhere, so let's just stick the 5, 4 there. I mean, is it possible that these are 5s? No, not with what I've done. So it feels like these could be swapped, but they have to do this. And so I have 1, 2, 4, and 5. I'm missing blank and 3. Blank, blank. Three, 3. Blank. Do I have this? What am I missing? Blank, blank. The problem is I can't get a 3 into here. Yikes. Like, this feels like the way to go, but I can't. Like, this doesn't work because now I have 2 blanks and they're not equal. And this doesn't work because now the equal sign's broken. So that's not blank blank. If it was 3, 3, there it is. No? What'd I mess up? The 3. This doesn't add to 3 anymore. Right. That's the 6. So I'd have to turn this around, and now the equal sign broken. So that's not it. And so the blank 3 could go either way, but either way it's going to not work. So clearly I have something wrong. Let's start over from first principles here. I'm going to erase what I think is forced, but we're going to erase that. I really think the 6 is a way in here. Does this 3, 5 always end up here? Can I do this? And just use one of these down like that. Use the blank blank here. The 5, 2 ends up there. No, the 5, 2 ends up... No, this has to be the 1, 1. So the 1 gets in. And gives it 1 to a 6. And now the 2 can't make it in here. Yeah, so that doesn't work. What am I not thinking of? Okay. I think the 1-1 being forced here is definitely true. The 1 has to get into the not equal, and the 6 requires a 1. Well, unless we do 3-3. Have I ruled out 3-3 well enough? We probably would do this. And then one of these other 3s. The problem is okay, so I mean I could try this, but I don't think it works. I can't put the 1-1 up here. I can't put the blink blink up here because I need the 1 and the blink in there. Okay. So the problem is that I need 2 dominoes for a blank and a 3. And yeah, I mean, this equals is really messing me up. So something like this doesn't work. I need another blank. If I did this, I don't have another 3. Is it the 3-5 then? That goes here? With one of these. I don't have a 5 left. I could use 3s maybe. This would be blank blank. Am I getting it? This would be blank blank. 3-3. 3 blank. I think I just got it. Wow. That was the medium. So the 6 was 3 plus 3. I missed a case for it. I mean, I think I kind of realized that this used a 3. Okay, this used 2 3s and this used the 4th one. I don't know. I think that this 5-2 and 5-4 can get swapped. Definitely. Yeah, I don't know. I think I convinced myself this 6 had to be 1-5, and that just wasn't the case. All right, well, let's do the hard. I hope the hard doesn't take 16 minutes. All right, I'm gonna draw out our dominoes here because we got this little hook at the bottom. This goes up. This goes up. This comes down. This has to come down, and this has to come down. Now this one has to go down. This has to go left now, or always has. This is a double. This has to go right. There, it was all forced. Nice. So, I've got a lot of dominoes here. What's our in? 5s? 4. We have a double that's needed here. We have a double that's needed here. How many doubles do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 doubles. These are the only 2 required ones that I can tell. Oh, and this one. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. What do we have 5 of? I have to account for these. It's only we need a double, and we need 3 more. So blank does not work. Let's just go through our doubles. 3. I need 2 more 3s. 3 more 3s. I do have 3 more 3s. And one of them has to be attached to a 5. So like this would work. Oh, no, not attached to a 5. Sorry. I misread that. One's attached to a 4. So this would work. We could do the 3-4 here. And then I've got 3-5 and 3-6 that go somewhere. The 3-5 would go down here, and then the 3-6 would go up, and then this would be 5-6. Let's just go with this. If it doesn't work, we'll find another one that would. So what doubles do I have left? I've got double 2, double blank. Either way works. I don't know how to distinguish yet. Oh, I do need a 2 here. So 2-6 or 2-5? I don't know. This is also a double. Okay, so the double 2 and the double blank are used up. I feel like I need... Yeah, I don't have a... Oh, I do have a 1. I have a 1-5. So this could be 1. This uses a 2. Is it adding to 12? Greater than 4 is 5 or 6. What's left there? 6-2, 5-4. What's my biggest domino that's not... Oh, I have double 4 as well. I don't know how to miss these things. So I have 0, 2, and 4 as doubles. Ah, shoot. Okay. I think... Well, okay, so what could go here? Let's just say this is the 1-5. Let's just meta that this is a 1, not a 0. So we're just vibing it. 5 into something. We got plenty of those. We got blank 2 and 4 as options. I don't think 2 is viable. I don't know that we'd want to do blank. Okay, so let's do 4. I don't know. Oh, I can't do 4. The only other 4 I have is a 4-4. Okay. So it's not 5-4. So maybe it is 5-2 then. This is going to use up too many 2s. 2-6 would go down. And now I need a 6-2, which doesn't exist. All right, unless I've used it elsewhere. No. So that doesn't work. Have I disproven 5 then? 5-2 didn't work. I could do 5 blank. All right. And then this would be 2-5 or 2-6. And then blank 6. Okay, so blank 6 with 2-6. Okay, that works. And now... how are we adding to 12? 5-2. I think I got to do the 5-4 here. Maybe it's 4-4-4 for 12. That would make sense. And then the blanks go here, 2-2, and then 2-5. Okay. Oh no, where's my red dot? Here. On the equal. Wait. Let me get rid of my markings. Wait, that has to be a 4. Oh. That's all it was. Okay. Thankfully, it was just a misrotated domino. All right. Is this a Greek letter? I mean, I think it's just an umbrella. I don't think it's a Greek letter. We've been having some Greek letters on the hards, but I think today's an umbrella. All right. Well, that was a very long video. I apologize for that. I just could not figure out the medium. And hard wasn't easy either. All right. Well, how'd you do? Hello, let's do the mini crossword for Friday, January 30th. I guess they want us to call it just the mini now, but I'm going to keep calling it mini crossword. All right. We got some bold letters here. Top Gear channel. I don't know. Oh, BBC is Top Gear. I do know. Announcement that causes groans among travelers. Delay. Middle of a drum kit, typically. The snare, maybe? Political staffers. I'm not sure, but it probably ends in S. Bottom line figure. Bottom line figure. The net, perhaps. French-speaking nation in West Africa. Benin. Sharp part of a sword. The blade. This text mark is a caret. Caret. Left-leaning political org. Or political staffers. AIDS. All right, 51 seconds. DSA. Democrat something. What's the DSA? Let's look it up. DSA org. Democratic Socialists of America. There you go. All right. And this was yes. Right you are was yes. Cool. Well, how'd you do? Let's do strands. Today's theme is We're Not Lost. We're not lost. So we're found? Asking directions. Is this the meme of the man who won't ask for directions? We've got Tor here. What's the X doing? X or ways? Tor way. Maybe way is doing something. We know the way. Comas. Coma. I don't know. Comp. Punt. I mean, is Tor a coincidence? Is way a coincidence? I don't know. Mark. X marks the spot. X marks the spot. No. Map. Something to do with maps or atlases or. I'm going to start with a hint. Star. That doesn't help me. I don't know why star fits that theme. We have Finno. X. Exact. X. I tried mark, right? Yeah. Second hint. It was Atlas. So you can use the stars to navigate. You can use an atlas to navigate. So is it like navigation? Maybe roads? What are we doing here? Atlas and stars. Or star. Ways to maybe ocean. Ocean? Ocean navigation. Ocean. Well, let's say ocean was a word. Oh, we isolate this N if it was. Okay, so we wouldn't go to that N. We go to this N, ocean. But then we have NN here. Maybe not. Annex or something. Your. All right, we're going to get, maybe it's your way. No, your ways. Let's get another hint. Wait, what the heck? Bacony. It's like ocean with an extra B in it. Beacon. Okay. So is this spanogram related then? It doesn't have to be. Okay, a beacon, a star, an atlas. What else helps with navigation? Compass, maybe? Okay, compass. What else? I still think your way. Landmark. Find a way. Find your way. Find your way. Okay. Taxes. What is this? Textant. There we go. Oof. Hard one. I don't know why. Just was hard. All right. Well, how'd you do? Hello. Today's bonus game is Metazua. We need to guess an animal, and then we build up a tree, and that helps us find the animal it's looking for. So let's start with human. That's fun. How are they related to us? So the most common ancestor is Bilateria, large clade of animals characterized by bilateral symmetry. So we're extremely far from human. So maybe we should try an insect of some kind, like an ant. How about a carpenter ant? All right, so we were a little closer. We were at Protostome, clade of animals once thought to be characterized by the formation of the organism's mouth before its anus. So we got a mouth before an anus. So not too close to insects either. Oh, wait, hold on. So we're like a worm type thing then, because humans aren't protostomia. So we're not a mammal, we're probably not a reptile or anything like that. So let's guess some kind of worm. How about earthworm? Wait, did I just get it? Okay. I just got it. Earthworm, nice. Okay. Good logic there. I think there was a lot of options of different kinds of worms, so very lucky, but cool. Well, let's spin the wheel and see what we're going to play tomorrow. Betweenal, suggested by Yaley40. All right, so as always, there's a link in the description. And how'd you do? And that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to watch Wordle, you can click at the end of the video. It'll take you right there. I also have a pinned comment with all the games I played today. And if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.